Good afternoon, dear ladies and gentlemen. I'm happy to be here. As the topic of my today's speech is, why should everyone learn mental math? Please, raise your hands, those of you who know what mental math is. Wow, this is inspiring. I really expected like a couple of hands. Great. So, before we start, I would like you to participate, and I would like to invite international champions, mental math champions, Firdaus and Abu Bakr, so that you will see the results in action. Please welcome. Let's warm up and have a quick test. You can use your calculator or you can calculate manually. So we will warm up. Are you ready? Guys, are you ready? So, 298, 654, minus 107, 583, minus 420, 865, 701, minus 472, 339, 916, 594, minus 286, 917, minus 678, 343. So, Firdaus, are you ready to give a response? Please.
4,247.
So, did anyone manage to get the answers to calculator?
Yes.
Okay, let's see. Great, thank you. And now I need an assistance of Abu Bakr. Abu Bakr, let's work with the same number. So, 4,247 will multiply by 126.
535,180.
Let's check. Great. Let's divide by 18.
29,729.
So, did anyone manage to calculate?
Yes.
Okay, but it was with the use of calculator, right? And here's the answer, correct? Thank you so much. I hope that these guys deserve a round of applause. Thank you, boys. Thank you. They like being on the stage. Now, what if I told you that mental math is the best gym for our brains? And all the skills that you have seen that are not something magical. These are all the skills that can be trained, and they can be trained through mastering mental arithmetics. What if we believed in our children more, we can achieve better results. So, what is mental math? Throughout my speech, I will be making an emphasis on a strong collaboration, like the child, the parent, and the teacher. Because when we have the strong collaboration of the three parties, we can achieve better results. The child that is striving to learn, the parent that is supportive enough, and the teacher who is a real professional. Here on this picture, you can see right by my side the founder of the first mental math program, Mr. Loh Moon Sung, launched the program of mental math in 1993 in Malaysia. Here you can see our international managers, me, and the students. And here how we work all around the world. And now the program of mental math is spread in many, many countries, and millions of children have the opportunity to study according to this program and to develop their brains. So basically, what is mental math? Mental math is a program of intellectual development for children, and the main instrument is an abacus. First, the child coming to mental math classes learns how to master an abacus. In my opinion, abacus is a unique invention of human genius. It was invented thousands of years ago, and now abacus has obtained his second life. Let's have a closer look. By the way, abacus is included into the list of UNESCO Intangible Heritage. This is the frame, this is the answer beam and the columns. On the columns you have the beats. Each beat represents the numbers. So let's have a closer look. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Easy, yes? So on the first column we have 1-digit numbers. Further we continue and we have 2-digit, 3-digit, 4, 5, and so on. On the abacus, the child understands that it is easy to make calculations. Tell me, how many times you were told that you don't have talent in math? How many times you were thinking of it yourself? So, when we teach mental math to children, we say it is all easy. You can do it. You can even touch the number. This is the small abacus, a smaller version of an abacus that are used by the children during the classes. So the aim of the program is not just to teach children how to calculate fastly, like you have seen, the boys. The aim of the program is the harmonious development of the brain. Children learn how to calculate first on the abacus, and then they do not need the abacus because they start using the only instrument that is always with them. This is their brain. And this way of calculation, when the child imagines the abacus in front of their eyes, this method is called mental calculation, or mental arithmetic, or mental math. One of the most obvious ways to teach mental math is the ability to visualize. So, the boys, for you have seen 2 of them on the stage. They were calculating, making some movements with their hands, and they produced an answer. But for us, we used a very powerful tool which is called visualization. This is when we switch on our imagination. And let's try to do it now with you. Okay? Please, all of you, close your eyes. Thank you. And now try to imagine, let's say, an apple. Done? Great. What is the color of the apples that you imagine? Green, yellow, red. It can be of any color. It is perfect because all of us are unique and all of us have different imagination. Now, try to hold this apple with your hand and put it closer to your mouth. Yes. Now, open your mouth and bite this apple. Great, yummy and delicious. Some of you have such a wonderful imagination so that you can even see when you've bitten how the juice splashed all around. Yeah? Some of you have an outstanding imagination. You could even feel the taste of the apple. How it works with mental math. The child, the same as you have imagined. Yeah, some of you have still your eyes closed. Open your eyes, please. Don't get into the lucid dreaming. Yeah, we have just discussed this. Okay, so the same as you have imagined the apple, our children imagine the abacus. And they see the columns of the abacus and the beats of the abacus. And they use the formulas. By the way, in mental math we have more than 30 formulas. And in milliseconds, the child is able to apply the required formula to calculate. But in fact, they do not calculate. They move. They see the picture of the abacus. They move the beats of the abacus, and they see the picture of the final answer. Interesting, isn't it? So the same as you have imagined an apple, the children are taught to imagine it, the abacus. The same that you have taken the apple, you have beaten the apple, they are taught to move the beats of the abacus in their imagination. So this is how it works. Now, let's have a look at the concept from the scientific point of view. Always know that the brain consists of two hemispheres, the right and the left ones. So, the left hemisphere of the brain is responsible for sequential thinking, listening, numerical ability, logical reading and writing. So, basically this is logical hemisphere of the brain. Whilst the right hemisphere is more related to art and creativity. It is responsible for image memory, the ability to visualize, imagination, creativity, concentration, and orientation. Mental math develops the interconnection between both hemispheres of the brain, and this is how the brain is developed in a harmonious way. When the boys were calculating, they listened to the numbers that I was dictating, so their left hemisphere switched on. When I was dictating the numbers, they were representing, imagining these numbers in front of their eyes. So the right hemisphere was working hard. At the same time, I'm dictating the numbers, they're calculating using the formulas. So the left hemisphere is working hard again. We see a constant interconnection between the both hemispheres. When the child produces the answer, they see the picture of this answer. So it is again the right hemisphere. But when the child tells you the answer, this visual image is transferred into its digital representation. So again, the logical part is working hard. Through this example, we can see constant interconnection between the hemispheres of the brain, and this is crucial, and this is how we develop the brain harmoniously. Such skills as concentration and attention, information processing speed, imagination, creativity, photographic memory, sequential thinking, and many other skills are developed when we teach mental math. So these are all the skills that are not visible, and coming back to the image of iceberg, these are all the skills that are hidden under the tones of ocean water. You cannot see them, but it is the biggest part, and these are the skills that will be used by children during the whole of their lives. Another very important aspect why I do love and I do recommend mental math is that we teach through the game. Most of us have got used to the classes that are boring, that what children have to sit, write, listen to the teacher. But for me, the perfect class is when children have fun, when they learn through fun activities, when they learn through games. So we should never underestimate the importance of games when teaching to children. What type of class would you prefer? A boring class when you have just to sit and write, or the class when you manage to do everything, when you have fun, when the teacher is your best friend, and when everyone is playing games? Another wonderful aspect why I do love mental math is that we accept that it's okay to make a mistake. We are so often punished for the mistakes, but we should admit that we learn through the mistakes. We learn how to walk without falling? No, we learn anything when we make mistakes. What do you see when you look at this picture? A group of children, they are happy, standing on the stage with their teachers, holding the cups, they're the champions, holding the certificates. But for me, as an educator, I see a group of children who have made the biggest amount of mistakes. They have made the biggest amount of attempts. And that is why they're here on the stage. They have done their best to achieve the best results. If we teach our children to work on themselves, if we accept that to make mistakes is okay, they will grow into confident adults in the future. Am I right? So, discover a champion in your child. In the beginning, I was talking about a close collaboration of child, parent, and teacher. Now, we have talked about the children, and now I would like to emphasize the importance of parent support. Our parents can be very supportive. Just one word can make a child believe that they can do more. But for this, we must believe ourselves that we can do more. On this picture, you can see me and my son. When he started attending mental math classes at the age of 5, he was not taking them seriously. He was just coming, having fun with his friends, and so on. The first time when he participated on the competition, children had to solve 70 arithmetic operations in 5 minutes. Can you imagine? All of them have like 4 to 5 rows, and all of them are of different level of difficulty. So he has participated in the competition. He didn't win a cup. He was like, why? Why didn't he get a cup, but I didn't? Because you didn't try hard. You must work on yourself. You must try harder, and you will achieve the result. This picture was taken in Malaysia, in Kuala Lumpur, when he got the cup of the champion, and he was proud of himself because he understood that he made an attempt, and he finally became the champion. The dream of this child has come true. And can you imagine how proud I am? Because he was taught, he got a good lesson. He did not prefer to take, oh, it's okay, I didn't manage, maybe it's not mine. So he continued to work on himself, and he has got this cup. And for me, it is also a great honor to stand here, to be with you, to feel your support right now, to feel your belief in me. But the most important thing is that my father is here today, and I am really grateful for him to be here, to support me, and to believe in me. And thanks to his love and belief in me, I'm here today with you, sharing with us information further. Oh, here we're coming to one of the most interesting and exciting parts of the educational process through mental math, is the opportunity to take part in international competition. Here you can see a group of children who represented Uzbekistan this year in the capital of Spain, in Madrid. And all of them have become the champions, and they got the champion cups. Can you imagine what the parents feel at this moment? Imagine you're taking your child to a class every week on a constant basis, but when the child comes to the stage and raises the flag of Uzbekistan or any other country that they represent, can you imagine the feeling of this parent? I have goosebumps when I'm telling you, because it is such a great feeling when your child goes on stage and raises the flag. And this is how we develop the leadership skills in our children. Just imagine, we started from this. We started from the abacus. We started from teaching calculation, basically. But we come up with representing the country on international level with the feeling of patriotism and with the feeling of belongingness. By participating in international competitions, we teach our children to be more tolerant to other cultures, religions. We teach them to represent proudly our country on a global arena. Isn't it beautiful? Yes, now we have come to the third party. Remember, the child, the parent, and the teacher. When we started in 2016, there were no mental math teachers in Uzbekistan, because it was something new for our country. Also, the program exists since 1993, and now we are more than 30 years of education. In Uzbekistan, I had only chance. For me, I saw this opportunity only to start from scratch and raise the best teachers. All of these teachers represent my team, and they are great professionals in what they do. They are all those who are really dedicated to what they do. They do not just obtain international certificates to work and to teach children. They are also dedicated professionals that care about children and that teach with love. And on a final, to conclude, I would like to say that my aim today is not to surprise you with the results of the children, because they can be achieved by training, and as I told, mental math is a skill and it can be developed. My aim today is not to astonish you with the numbers, like millions of children are learning mental math, because it is still the minority. But I'm here to create, and I'm here to tell you that if we believe, we can do more. If we unite, we can do more. Thank you so much.